Hey everybody, Mark Schultz here with Digital Aircraft. Hey, I'm bringing some very interesting news to you today. Next week on Wednesday, we're going to be doing a live broadcast. We're going to be focusing on a subject which people have been asking me about for quite many years. We're going to be talking about digital aircraft and digital records within the industry. And today I'm at the airport, and I wanted to just bring up a couple of ideas to you about the things that we're going to be focusing on, because people have been coming to me just constantly for the last couple of weeks about what is it that we're going to be focusing on. We have 500, well, almost 500 people which have said they're going to be in this this live with us next week, and it's pretty amazing. But the thing that we're doing is we're taking a look at digital, and we're looking at digital records and how do we maintain digital records. How do we make certain that digital records not only meet the regulatory requirements, but they also meet the actual requirements of the components and the things which people are managing and maintaining. So the two primary things that we're doing is we have a business company called ALA, and ALA is going to be there, and they've been supplying materials into the industry for quite a few years. And what they've done recently is they've put a system solution in place which allows them to be able to manage parts and materials accurately and to be able to meet the legal records within the industry. And we're going to have them there to talk about what they're currently doing. And in addition to that, we're going to have a company there called Tracer, who's going to talk about how they are actually using software that they've produced to be able to help a company like that to be able to provide those digital records. Now, let me just talk to you a little bit about what these people are doing right now. One of the biggest challenges we have is that we have situations where, like, there are records that are out there today, and it turns out that the records may not be completely accurate. And when I say they're not completely accurate, it turns out that the records maybe have been put out there and they aren't 100% meeting the needs of the part that's there, or they may not be 100% meeting the records for, let's say, for the regulatory requirements. And so in the end, what ends up happening is that it comes time to maybe return the part back, or the aircraft, back to the owner. Let's say the aircraft is leased. Like, I was at an aircraft in the Middle East, airline, not too long ago in the Middle East, and they were going to return the aircraft. And when they did that, all of a sudden it turned out that there were many missing records, and the records didn't specifically address the needs to prove that the parts that were on the aircraft actually met the needs and requirements, the regulatory needs and requirements to be able to return the aircraft back to the owner. So you see, these kind of things become quite challenging. And so it becomes a more and more specific need and requirement within the industry. And so what some of the companies are doing is they're saying, how can we better draw together the demands of these records to ensure that they're meeting the needs of not only the regulatory requirements, but the people that own the aircraft, meet the needs of the airlines. And so what we're doing is we're bringing these things together and saying what's out there in the industry and how can we optimize this within the industry. Another thing that I've done is I've worked with MROs, and I've worked with other companies which are doing repairs for the manufacturers. And then we go back to the manufacturers and we find out that, hey, all the records haven't been kept properly, or it turns out that some of the information that we needed to be able to manage and put together to meet the needs of the manufacturer have been missing. And so what we're really doing is I'm finding people out there in the industry that have been doing this and having these challenges for maybe 30 years now, and saying, what is it really out there that's being done that can be done better, and optimize this for people like yourselves that are watching today, so that we can come together and say, how do we optimize this in the industry? So what I'm doing right now is I'm telling you that I've had so many people that have expressed interest in doing this. Literally, this is no exaggeration. I've had 500 people that have come to me and said, hey, we're going to attend this event that you're doing next Wednesday. And it's next Wednesday at 12 o'clock. Yeah, 12. It's 12 Eastern. 12 Eastern and 12 Eastern, where you can come and you can watch the event, and it'll last from 12 o'clock until 12:45 probably. And the people will be there, and we'll be having some really good discussion, and you'll be able to ask questions. And it's really going to be amazing. And so I wanted to invite you to come and to be part of this, because you're going to be able to find out what people are doing and what's really available to people in the industry. And if you want to reach out afterwards, I'm going to provide information about how you can reach out to these people. So I'm going to act as a facilitator and to be able to help just bring questions forward and make these people available to you. But really, I'm serious, is that I've never really seen this many interested people, come together and say, we really need to learn this. We need to learn more about what's happening and what's going on. So, hey, come and join me next week and on Wednesday. And I'm looking forward to seeing you and having you being part of this. So listen, join us. And I'm going to tell you right now that it'll be something that you will have never seen before in probably over 30 years. Hey, fair winds and following seas. And I look forward to joining you next week on Wednesday. Great. Have a great day now, and see you then. Bye.